Hey, friend. I hope you're doing well this morning. I am super excited to hop on here and chat with you about something that I feel like goes unnoticed and overlooked. But when we stop and take a look at it and really consider the implications, huge things. So, real quick, if we've not met, hi, I'm Lydia Epic, and I love helping people to better understand their design and what it is that they're here to do, to help them to see the beauty of their very being, and then to go out and move in purpose. So, today we talk about how to navigate the culture shock of motherhood. So, for me, coming from a place of being within working in the private sector, being in a corporate space, then having a time in teaching, so in the education field, and then moving into motherhood, it really took me by surprise just how different motherhood was. And it's really easy to see people with just their beautiful pictures of just look at our awesome family, and it's, completely studio done or landscaped, and it looks amazing and truly idyllic, right? And it's easy to think that that's what motherhood is. It's easy to feel like that is the standard that I'm supposed to live up to, that my kids are going to be the best in everything and they're going to excel in all these areas and oh my gosh, right? All the accolades. When in reality, when you start off motherhood, it is a very violent shift. In terms of being in a place where you could do the things that you desired to do, you could travel, you could, have quality time with your husband, you could do all these things. And now you're in this place of taking care of a small human who honestly does not know of anything except for their experience and their existence, and that they are hungry, they're tired, they desire to be fed, they desire to be held, all of those things, and their demands you're now choosing to put first. So a couple things about this culture shock. One, if you are experiencing feelings of either guilt or anger or shame or hopelessness because of that shift, know that you are not alone and you're not crazy. You're good. It's actually not on you. If anything, it's because you need to be willing to create a shift of expectations as well as a shift of goals. Okay. So if your thought was that motherhood was going to look a particular way or feel a particular way, know that motherhood is a long-term gain, and every single day plays towards something greater. Okay. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is, yes, it's important to be in the moment. And yes, nurturing our children is so phenomenal for not just their development, but for creating those family bonds and that legacy building. But also recognize that there needs to be a long-term vision. There needs to be a decision of where is it that we're going with this? What does this actually mean? So yes, I'm with my children every single day, and whatever their desires are, I'm doing my best to meet them. But it's really easy to get caught in a child-centered way of viewing the world, meaning whatever my kids want, I give it to them. Whatever, is going to make them look good in front of their friends, in front of their school, is going to make me look like the better mom or the better family. All those things you need to be willing to part ways with. I'm just going to keep it real, okay? And the reason being is that if you're attempting to keep yourself in track with a moving target, then you are not rooted and focused on what it is that you're about. And if you're rooted and focused and you're choosing to put your child in the activities, or you're choosing to go on those trips, or you're choosing to do the extraordinary or out of ordinary things, you at least know who you are and why you're doing it. Okay, so think about that long-term piece. What's the long term? The third, with regards to that culture shock, is recognizing that it does not stay the same. It is a constant moving target, in the sense of what your children are able to do one moment is going to be different from what happens the next. the ways that you think you've got yourself locked into a schedule and into routine and you finally got it mastered, then they grow, right? Or you feel like you really understand what's happening and how the flow moves, and you're ready to create this long-term plan of this is what our schedule is going to look like for the next 6 months. Not necessarily, depending on the age of your child. And that's okay. You are more than equipped to pivot and to roll with the punches. You can do it. And so part of what I am really excited about in terms of creating a space and a community is I have launched the Millennials Guide to moving from corporate to motherhood, because I know personally, coming from a space where at my desk, I had a task list, a checklist, spreadsheets of this is what I'm going to do. This is what my projects are. This is how things are progressing. And it moved honestly within that pace. There may have been a few moves and pivots, but not a whole lot. No way did it prepare me for the shock of motherhood. And no way did it prepare me to consider that it's actually important how I ground myself and my family and who we are and what it is that we're called to do. So if this resonates with you and you're going, I would like to be in a space where I'm able to, one, connect with other women who are recognizing that we get to do this a little bit differently, and two, to have those tips and support to shift the perspective on how you're able to support your family and to honestly care well for yourself, because you get to do that. Honestly, you do. I invite you to that space. The link will be in the description so you can hop on there. And yeah, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Know that you can do this. You've got this. I'm so proud of you for showing up, Mama. And I'll chat with you later. Bye.